All right, let's do some Mathity-Math. Got a picture here. It says, determine the gradient of the hypotenuse of the right triangle. Okay, we can totally handle that. So first things first, we know the hypotenuse is the long side or the side across from the 90-degree angle, so that's cool. And so we're just trying to find the length of this hypotenuse. So I think the first step we should do is identify the points or the coordinates here. So I'll start up here. And so I go 1, 2, 3. So I know the x value is over 3. Okay. And then going up, let's see here. Ooh, this is interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That is 10. And you gotta be careful here, right? Because there was an inclination to start here and just count the whole side, but we're doing coordinates, right? So I start at, I can just draw it in here. I start at 0, 0 when I'm counting, right? So I'll just draw that in so we can see it, right? So I went here, so I went 0, I go over 3, 1, 2, 3, and then up 10, and that's 0.310. Okay, let's do the same thing down here, and then we'll get to business, all right? So from here, I can go back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this point is at -6 on the x-axis. Hope you can read that. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. -5 on the y. So we have -6, 5. Okay. So if we're trying to find the gradient here, then we're just going to use the formula that finds the change in y on top of the change of x, right? Rise over run, as they like to say in the math business. So if you look at it, the formula we're using, I'll write it right down here so we can see it. Our slope, which we often represent as m, our slope is y sub 2 minus y sub 1. Oh man, I gotta sneeze. Oh goodness, excuse me. I am not starting this video over, so there we go. And we have x sub 2 minus x sub 1. All right. So now we just need to identify our sub 1s and our sub 2s. And it really doesn't matter. You can choose as you like. So I'm just going to write my points here. I have 3, 10. And I have -6, -5. I'm going to come down here so you can see what we're working with here. So I just need to choose. Okay, I'll make this one x sub 1, and you are y sub 1. And now you are x sub 2, and you are y sub 2. And it really doesn't matter which you choose, as long as the x1 and the y1 stay together and the x2 and the y2 stay together. Okay, here we go. So we just plug in. My y sub 2 is -5, and that's going to be minus, and my y sub 1 is 10. So we have -5 minus 10. All that will be divided by my x sub 2, which is -6, minus 3. Okie dokie. Here we go. -5 minus 10 is -15. -6 minus 3 is -9. These two negatives actually divide out to become a positive. So the gradient of this, or the slope, as they say, of this, you could just say, I'll put it up here, you could either say m is 15 over 9, and that is positive, and that makes sense because it's moving up into the right to a positive direction. Or if you wanted to make it a mixed number, you could say, well, m is, what would that be, 1 and 6/9, which is the same as 1 and 2/3. Or if you had to give it in a decimal and you wanted to round, which is your choice, I guess, you could say it is 1.67. All right, there you go. That is your gradient. As always, please subscribe if you want to be notified when I make more fantastic problems, or if you want to be alerted to watch a video where I potentially sneeze and embarrass myself. It can all be there for you. Also, if you have any comments or questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments section below, and I'll do my best to answer them. Okay, thank you. Goodbye.